Good afternoon, villagers. How are you doing? It's Arnie. You're watching Pepper Tree Villa. This is your daily dose of Disney. I hope you're having a good day. If you'll notice, actually, let me go ahead and take a look at this for you. Right now, I am in an empty office suite. Right over there in that corner with that window right there, that used to be my desk on the first floor. Hi, Ben. Right now, it's nothing here. Hello, Jeff, Lorena, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. You're looking at an empty office space in my old suite where I used to sit on the first floor, and I'm on the second floor, almost directly above. Hello, Pam's fam. Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. So it's just an empty suite right now, and all the windows are open. Hey, Amanda, Samantha, thank you for being here as well. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. This is your daily dose of Disney. Leanne, hello. Thank you. Good evening. Hope everything's going well. I'm still at the office. I'm just on a break right now, like I usually am for the daily dose. And so let's get to it. Hi, Trix. Thanks for joining. It is September 16th, 2019, and this is your daily dose of Disney for this day, September 16th. By the way, it's National Guacamole Day. So go out and get a burrito with some guacamole or something like that if you haven't already had dinner. I doubt that I'm having guacamole. I think we're having pizza for dinner tonight. We have to have something quick because we have our stream tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and we want to make sure that we're fed before we go on. Otherwise, it can be a little difficult to do a stream when you're hungry. So let's get started with this stream. It is September 16th, 1941. 2 days. Hello, JM Moving Pictures. Thanks for joining. Good to have you here. September 16th, 1941. 2 days after the official strike at the Disney studio. Work finally resumes at the studio with the artists again, but payroll is down. A lot of people left the company at that time. It used to have 1,200. When the strike is over, there are only 694 employees left. So Walt had to rebuild his staff. Let's see, 1955. There is an attraction at Disneyland called the Storybook Land Canal Boats. In 1955, they were called the Canal Boats of the World, and that attraction closed on this day 2 months after Disneyland opened, and it was going to be revamped, and that was renamed. Hey, Two Real Geeks, thanks for joining. Good to have you here. It was renamed Storybook Land Canal Boats. And of course, what the name means is that they had different stories that they were telling you about. Everything from Cinderella and Snow White up to now, even revamped. They even show you little samples of Aladdin and Arendelle from Frozen. You'll see things from The Little Mermaid as well. So it's a cute attraction. It goes around the same path as Casey Jr. Circus Train at Disneyland, but it's really a good one. Hello, Arjons. Thanks for joining. Great stream, by the way, on Saturday night, Arjons. Nicely done. First stream, everyone. Arjons finally had his first stream. Okay, September 16th, 1984. On this day, the Morocco Pavilion. Yes, in the Morocco Pavilion. The Marrakesh restaurant opens. And I took my mom there once for lunch. We actually had to postpone the lunch one time. We actually had breakfast at the restaurant at the Land, and the breakfast was so large and filling that we had to postpone our lunch at Marrakesh by about 3 hours that day because we weren't hungry at our lunchtime. And yes, Amanda, I love the Moroccan Pavilion. Morocco's wonderful. It's very detailed, very interesting. You can get lost walking through the maze of that attraction. It's just, of that pavilion, I really do like Morocco. And Marrakesh is a very good restaurant. We've got some great food and live entertainment too. Belly dancing was amazing when we were there. My mom loved it. She thought it was great. Okay, let's move forward in history on this day. 2001, September 16th, 2001. A documentary airs as part of The Wonderful World of Disney on ABC. It's called Walt, the Man Behind the Myth. It's If you've never seen it, it's a nice 2-hour show featuring interviews of people that knew Walt best. And yes, that's right, Jeff, it is. It's still sponsored by the country. Morocco is still sponsored by the country, and also detailed like none of the others, with artisans that came in and actually detailed the attraction or the pavilion as they were building it. So it's just a beautifully done. I just love it. So again, 2001, Walt Behind the Myth. If you've not seen this documentary, do yourself a favor, give it a watch. It's a very interesting, eye-opening documentary. Really very cool. Okay, this one goes to the Magic Kingdom now. In 2006, on this day, there was this show that played in front of the castle called Cinderella-bration. I'm sure a lot of you remember it, but on this day in 2006, it gave its final performance. Keystone, I did not see you enter the room. Thank you so much for joining. Good to have you here. So Cinderella-bration in front of the castle gave its last performance on this day in 2006. And now 2008. 3 things that I have in my notes that I have about 2008. On this day, Walt Disney World finally revealed plans for Bay Lake Tower. That's right, the BLT at the Contemporary was announced on this day. They said that they were confirming reports that a 15-story tower rising just beyond the Magic Kingdom was going to be used for timeshares for DVC. So they also, on that day, revealed other DVC rooms, and that was the Treehouse Villas at Saratoga Springs Resort was also announced on this day. It's pretty cool, actually. Great. Oh, great. 17 people watching. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate that. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button. It's great. Thank you so much. Also on this day in 2008, if you paid attention to my Instagram and my Twitter feed, you will see that there was a picture of the monorail at Disneyland, and specifically Monorail Blue. On this day in 2008, Monorail Blue joined the fleet of Mark 7 monorails at Disneyland. Just an interesting thing about the Mark 7s at Disneyland, there's no air conditioning in them. When the designers put together that particular model of the monorail, they neglected to leave room for air conditioning units. So you just gotta make sure those windows are open all the time. Otherwise it gets very stuffy in them. Yeah, it can be pretty bad. Also on this day, 2011, September 16th, 2011, the musical Newsies gave its first performance. It premiered at a little out-of-town place out of New York City called the Paper Mill Playhouse in Millburn, New York. And Alan Menken was brought back in to score some more of the songs to fill out the whole musical, because the movie, of course, is not nearly as long as the musical on Broadway, but they usually will add songs to a show when they're filling out the score like that. So Alan Menken wrote the original score. He did some more scoring for the show on Broadway. Also with Broadway in mind, on this day in 2013, let's see, that was a huge event in New York. Yes, yes it was. Hey, Matt, thank you for being here. Good to have you. For those of you that don't know Jack Sandy Claus Logan, his name is Matt. So thanks for being here, Matt. So 2013, Disney Theatrical Productions announced a cast for an up-and-coming Broadway show that they were just putting on now, and that's Aladdin. They announced Aladdin's cast on this day in 2013. 6 years ago, they announced the cast, and that show is still running on Broadway. It's a pretty long-lasting show. I still haven't seen it. The plan is to see it at some point. It's just not yet. I'm just not making it to New York. Hello, Perlini. Thank you for being here. Yeah, just have not made it to New York to see Aladdin yet. And it came through San Francisco, and the schedule just didn't work out. It came out at Christmas time. So in the month of December, we're a little busy at Pepper Tree Villa. Christmas is a very busy season for us. We're not just decorating trees up into Thanksgiving, so everything's decorated through the whole season, but then we start baking, and we're also making a lot of jam during that season too, to keep up with demand as people want to buy it for Christmas gifts, things like that. So yeah, we're pretty busy in December. So that is what I have for news. Now, let me let you know what's going on tonight on the Disney YouTube network. Starting in, let's see, it is now 10 after 3, starting in 50 minutes. That's at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Mickey Sightings will be doing their weekly show on Mondays. Well, they do twice a week. They're Mondays and Thursdays. But they will be on tonight at 7 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific. An hour later, Steve's World is on, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And then following Steve's World, Mickey's Magic is on. Meg, wonderful, she's so sweet. Her show starts at 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, yours truly, along with Ben and Doug, Pepper Tree Villa, will be doing PTV Live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Tonight's topic, well, you might just see us in the kitchen. Rumor has it we might be making corn muffins. And by the way, not just any cornbread muffins, those are cornbread muffins that you can get at Fort Wilderness. We're doing a Disney food hack. So make sure that you're watching and we'll get that recipe to you. So yeah. Oh, Danny, thank you so much. PTV Live Best Show. Thank you so much, Danny. I really appreciate that. That's very kind. So yeah, cornbread muffins tonight from Fort Wilderness. The same cornbread that they serve at the Hoop-de-Doo Review at the Playhouse there in Fort Wilderness. You're not gonna wanna miss that. I absolutely love the cornbread. We've made it before. Ben is in the chat. He could probably leave a comment about what he thinks of that cornbread, but it's one of my all-time favorites now. We've been making it for a while, and we're gonna share our Disney food hack with you all. And that's cornbread muffins from Florida. So yeah, it's pretty darn good. I like it. That is about all I have here. Oh, super delicious. Yes, Ben, it is super delicious. I love the cornbread muffins. So make sure that you're watching us tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Find a recipe for a lot of burger. Let us know. We'll talk about that one, Danny. Keystone, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the history. Thank you so much, everyone. Or the Ronto Wrap. The Ronto Wrap at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is absolutely amazing. We loved it. Good Times with Johnny. Thank you for being here. I'm just wrapping things up here at the end of my stream, but I wanted to make sure that I thanked everyone for being here so much. It's always a pleasure to have my village here so I can talk with them. And yeah, again, I'm just sitting in an empty suite here at my office building. Nothing special about it now, but they're gonna be putting the walls back up. The cubes are gonna be built soon, and then another department will be joining or will be taking over the space that we used to do. I do videos, Disney. Good Times with Johnny. Yes, Johnny, yes, he does. Everyone go subscribe to Good Times with Johnny. You know what, he does nice Disney videos. So everyone, little darling, thank you. You're very welcome. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm hoping everyone does have a wonderful day. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. I'm working on some vlogs, so hopefully I will get something edited and posted this week. Just pay attention. Ring that bell on the subscription button if you haven't yet so that you know when those videos post. And I do my best to keep the same time frame for the Daily Dose, always at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. It's flexible on the weekends. I'm not always sure on the time, but thank you so much for joining me here for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. I'm Arnie. You've been watching the Daily Dose of Disney on Pepper Tree Villa. And now everyone, whatever you're doing, go out, have a magical evening, enjoy Disney YouTube Network tonight, and catch us at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.